guys? It's Nassim here. Now, after using the Pixel Watch for a good amount of time now, there was one statement that I think wraps it up as a whole. And that statement is, the Pixel Watch is really good for a first generation watch, but it really lacks when compared to other smartwatches in its price range. And I say this because when we're looking at prices, the Pixel Watch is a mid-tier watch, which is fine because it's Google's first attempt. But my biggest problem is that it's too expensive for what they're giving us. I would have loved for this watch to be around $250 max, so I could say that you're not breaking the bank for a watch that isn't as great as the others. But here in California, this watch is $400 after tax, and I was pretty concerned when I got it. And don't get me wrong, it's good, it feels nice, it has arguably the best look when compared to other smartwatches. But I found that the sleep tracking and step counter wasn't the best, which made the watch an even harder sell for me. It has a very premium display that is good despite its extremely small bezels. It has a not so good battery life that can last you for up to a day. And it has a very nice yet sleek build that is not only durable, but also brings comfort. And even though I think that the Pixel Watch is a good watch with a lot of potential, I still wanted to share my experience with you guys to help you decide whether or not you should actually buy it. Now, the Pixel Watch has a 1.2-inch display that looks really good in person. The only thing that I wanted them to do was make it a little bit bigger or decrease the size of the bezels, but after a couple of days, you pretty much get used to it. The puck was a nice addition, but it was pretty hard to move at times. Like, there was times where I would try to move it and I had to end up using 2 fingers, which was pretty annoying at times. Now, something that I would say also wasn't good was the fact that the display didn't handle fingerprints as well. Like right here, you can see how distracting the fingerprints get, but that wasn't the case on other smartwatches around this price range. Now, the last thing that was okay after some time of use was the responsiveness. There will be times where I would get minor lags, and after a while, I would get used to it feeling a little choppy, but for the price, it's not worth it. Now, the battery on the Pixel Watch wasn't that great if I'm being honest, especially when you consider the price. I was able to last a full day and would usually have to charge it multiple times on many occasions. During the period that I was using it, I would check my notifications through my watch, change music, make calls, and track my sleep. And the fact that I was able to use sleep tracking was very impressive. The one thing that I will say is that it's easier to sleep track with this than with the Apple Watch. And another thing that I will say is that if you do get the Pixel Watch, the biggest benefit that you'll have is being able to track your sleep in a much more comfortable manner. Whenever I was sleeping with it on, I barely noticed that it was on my wrist and it wasn't as noticeable. And there are times where I'll forget to charge it or accidentally fall asleep with it on, and it will only be about 5% by the time I woke up. But since it charges up really fast, it wasn't too bad for me. Again, my single day period was based on the fact that I went the extra mile and use extra functions. So if you're someone who isn't going to go to bed or use sleep tracking or any other features, the battery will last even longer. Now, when it comes to charging, I'll usually charge my watch when I'm in the shower or getting ready, so it will take about 30 to 40 minutes to charge it to 100%, which was fast and worth it and made up for the battery I was getting. Now, I was really glad when I seen that the Pixel Watch was going to keep these same bands as other smartwatches. Right here, I got the regular silicone band. It was also really easy to put on, which comes in handy when you have to hurry up and get out of the house for work or for the gym. And this is the personal preference, so if you don't like the stock bands, you can also look online and get a third-party watch band, which also looks very premium and good. Now, in terms of software, the watch is on Google Wear OS, and I will say that in terms of visual experience, it looks very nice, clean, and very premium for a first gen watch. And I would be very happy if Google kept this look for the upcoming years. Every app that I went into looked very clean and polished, especially when compared to other smartwatches. Also, everything was straight to the point, so you're not wasting too much time toggling through your smartwatch. And the only problem that I had was the watch faces. Again, it's a first gen watch, so I will be giving them a pass, but I feel like they should give us more engaging ones. And overall, it still has the same feel as a Fitbit watch, but feels much more smoother and a little bit more premium. You get those same functions that you're familiar with if you do use Fitbit, and I'm very glad that Google was able to capitalize on that. Now, in terms of trackers, it's safe to say that whatever workout or sport that you do in your daily life, the Fitbit will have a good amount, but not as much as the Apple Watch or the Galaxy Watch. The main thing that I would do is track my biking and treadmill runs, and it was somewhat accurate. The only thing that I wish it could do was track my workouts automatically, but for first gen, I'm not expecting too much since it has too much potential. And now the last thing that I liked when it came to fitness was that after I was done my run, I would check my Fitbit app on my phone and it would tell me every stat of my workout. So not only did I know what was going on, but it also gave me trends and I could see what I could improve on. Now, coming to my final conclusion, I think that the Pixel Watch is a really great first generation watch that'll be very intriguing to a lot of people. But one thing that I do know is that Google puts a lot of their phones and hardware on sale. So if you want to get a Pixel Watch, I would say wait for a sale to hit. And I say this because the price is too expensive and other smartwatches in this price range are better, even a Fitbit. So if you want to watch right now, I will go for that. But if you do get the Pixel Watch now, you'll still be able to get pretty good software. You'll still have a really good looking watch. You'll still be able to get functional apps and you'll still be able to do mostly everything that the average smartwatch can do. So the Pixel Watch is a pretty good yet overpriced mid-tier watch. And overall, I think that most people will be satisfied and really happy if they buy the Pixel Watch at a cheaper price. But for the current price it's at right now, It's honestly not worth it. And there it is, you guys, my review on the Pixel Watch. Now let me know down in the comments, do you think that it's worth the price? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.